Today I'm doing a first impression on this. This is a 2013 Hayabusa. I have never ridden one of these before, ever. In fact, this is going to be the fastest bike. Now, I have ridden a Honda Blackbird city streets, and it was insane. So this is probably going to be even more insane. Normally, we have Green Magic. Today, Hayabusa, along with this lovely Gixxer. The Gixxer I have ridden, and it was awesome. This is one of my favorite bikes ever. It's just too hard on these guys for me. We just did some work on this bike today. We just put a brand new tire. That's the crazy one.
I never ride anything but A.
Is A the crazies?
Yeah, but I never ride anything fine.
Okay. We're still rolling. That's good. It's crazy. I have never been on one before. Green Magic Man in the cockpit. Ooh, cool gauges. Whoops. Let's see. Oh, how about that? Wow. Sounds like a beast. I'm on the rocket ship with my two buddies. Good Hayabusa. Don't hurt me.
He's riding my Hayabusa. I hope he doesn't fuck it up. He won't.
So, just a couple weeks ago, I rode a BMW R1200 GS, a brand new one, 2015. My buddy had rented one, and it was okay. I mean, I'll take that bike any day over it. I'm not kidding. All right. Whoa. Okay, I have not been on a hydraulic clutch in a long time, nor have I ridden a bike this heavy for a long time. Well, actually, I did do the BMW. Okay, it's totally reasonable so far. No big whoop. Has a nice Yosh aftermarket exhaust. Cool. Now, I don't really know these hills like these two do. This dynamic duo, but I do know it somewhat. So I can't pretend I'm totally ignorant here. All right, let's blow a stop sign, shall we, a little bit? Let the lawlessness begin. The lawlessness, that is. All right, well, so far, I mean, of course, I'm only at 2,500 RPM, so come on. But really manageable. Now, I promise I'm going to be whacking this throttle at some point. At many points, probably. Now, one thing, of course, compared to Green Magic is I'm much farther forward on my wrists, but to be honest, it doesn't feel bad. Weird. Hopefully we get a little giddy up going here. The problem is so this is a 78 Honda Hawk CB400A. That's an automatic I'm following. And the problem here is this a brand new tire we just put on like an hour ago by hand. And we used a screwdriver, which I did not want to do, but these two voted for the screwdriver method. I will say I tried the duct tape method that I pioneered, and it did not work. So there you go. All right, well, hopefully we're going to get out of this 25-mile-an-hour stuff. I'm probably going to have to break free from this group to really get on this. And apparently there's only one very small highway section coming up, so I will try to do my duty. I will not go wide open throttle because it is not my bike, and I've never driven one of these, but I will get on it. I will say these mirrors don't do much for me, but that's partly because I'm big ape and tall, and well, they're probably positioned for the shorter owner here, so, and I don't want to mess with them. At the low revs, I mean, it handles really just like any other inline four. I mean, there's nothing crazy. Even if I give it a little juice like that, it doesn't, it's not doing anything insane. So I'm apparently, I was told, it starts in A mode, which is the crazies, full power. So apparently I'm in the A mode right now, but like I say, it's pretty docile. And that's a surprise. Does sound good, doesn't it? Alright, so I guess I will pass. I'm not sure where I'm going here, but I'm gonna wing it. Okay, so now we're getting a little bit of hustle. Not really, but feels pretty good. When this thing does corner. Okay, I'm giving it like an eighth of throttle at low RPM, and this thing has got some balls. That was 8,000. About a quarter throttle. Yeah, this thing's got some hustle. Oh shit, little rear slide there. Okay, that's some torque. Holy shit! Whoa! And that's some brakes too. Now, you may not have realized this, but Green Magic just had a brake upgrade, and I also finally got those brakes sorted. They're not 100% perfect yet because I'm using the old used pads, but they are pretty good. Here's the Gixxer rider. Alright, so they've caught up. Let's give it a little throttle. Okay, I mean, it's crazy. The front end is getting light at like a quarter throttle. Like light, like it wants to pick up off the ground. Wow. But, you know, it isn't astonishingly fast yet. I mean, of course, I'm not, you know, in a high rev. I'm not sure where I'm going here. Am I going straight? Or is this right? Well, I'm making it up as I go here. Okay, so here's some Johnny Hustle again. A little slight hang off.
He's having fun.
Wow, this thing could get me in a lot of trouble in a hurry. Holy crap. I want to be in a high gear, low rev because, man, this thing has got so much throttle response. Probably broke a couple laws there.
I can't exactly catch up to him, but I can try. Damn, you see you going fast.
Well, gosh, this is quite the bike. I gotta say, I really like this thing. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Now, one thing I would like to do, maybe on this ride even, is swap back on the Gixxer, because I rode that Gixxer when my buddy there was test driving it to buy it. And I thought that was the greatest bike I've been on, aside from the riding position. Now, that said, I am a Quack fan all the way, and I have not ridden a ZX6R, so ever, just the E. So, you know, I can't say it's better than one of them because I've never ridden one. So, I can see our Honda friend is nowhere to be seen, so I may have to kind of slow it up a little bit. Slow the potatoes up here. Is that an expression? I just made that up. Whatever the real time on the clock is here, let's say 5 or 6 minutes. I mean, I'm sorry to say this. Yes, I'm not 18, but you know, my hands are, they're not cramping. That's the wrong word, but I can feel it. So I can feel it on my wrists, and I do feel a little bit like I'm getting intimate with my groin in the tank and seat. Now granted, the e-bike just mashes you up there, but it just feels different. It doesn't feel quite as well as like this. So I have long legs, people, and the foot peg ratio is actually pretty good on this. I'm surprised again. It's really, I think it's just really, my waist up isn't gonna love this bike, but waist down it's just fine. That's some hustle. You know what I'm saying? If you've ridden one of these, you know. Dang. It is funny though. I'm still gonna say, okay, yes, I only went up to about 6,000 there, but you know, it wasn't as torquey beastie as I thought it was going to be. I mean, I'll just put this out there. It's certainly, I mean, when you ring out the E to like 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, the E is more pull faster and more crazy. But then again, we're talking really ringing that bike out versus I'm only halfway into the rev here. And frankly, I'm probably only using a quarter throttle on this bike versus, you know, 3/4 on the E. But that said, I love my E. I think it is a fantastic bike, and I always want to have one. If I was sponsored, I'd have one of these in my garage. If I get a good deal on one, yeah, I'd get one. I wouldn't buy one brand new, though. So we got some marine layer fog rolling in here in the mountains, which is always fun. Hawk Girl is selling the CB400 for probably a little over 2K. It didn't feel heavy at all, and now it feels kind of heavy trying to backpedal up a hill.
Do you like it?
I do. Yeah, it's a huge surprise. I mean, I thought this was going to be terrifying.
But the throttle's it's compliance, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I mean, it's very predictable. I am shocked. I really am. So folks, I rode an R6 and it was awful. It's my most hated bike of all time. This is the anti-R6 probably in every way, in the good way. This is great. Yeah, no, it's a great bike.
It's more like the way it should have been. It's subtle, but it feels like it makes me want to like push it harder.
Yeah, well, you should be able to take corners better with a tire like that without that big, thick, heavy crap on there. Oh, we should do twisties. I know, you should just be careful on them. You haven't slipped at all, have you? I got a little slip on this once on a downshift. I was like, whoa. Yeah, the back tire.